Danny's World Twisteds. They horrify me. And no, I'm not talking about the simple ones roaming around the streets right here. I'm talking about the horrifying, gross, disturbing ones that I find around the internet made by you beautiful looking people. Truthfully, some of these have literally kept me up at night by giving me genuine nightmares. And dude, what? I'm in this game simply for the intro and then I get a med kit. I have looked at several different Twisted redesigns, mainly ones that make them more gruesome and grotesque. So I'm gonna go through some new ones as well as show off some of my favorites that were truly horrifying. Let's get into it. You know, what do you say I get a little bit of a St. Patrick's Day background? What do you guys think? Does that look good or is it too distracting? I definitely feel like this is distracting. Is this better or worse? That's kind of worse, ain't it? All right, I'm sticking with this for now. Either way, you guys saw it on the screen. We're going back to Vita Biosphere. Vita Biosphere has made some of the most disgusting, disturbing, absolutely perturbing Twisteds that I have ever seen, and in this situation, that's exactly what we're looking for. With that being said, we got some redraws, and dude, I looked at these, and oh my gosh, they're terrifying. But I want to hear the audio on it really fast. Perfect. And coming up first, as you guys saw, Louie. And what the heck is that monster? Hold on. Trigger warning times 5? We're talking phobias like trypophobia, blood, gore, guts, body gore, blood, trypophobia, onomatopoeia phobia, arachnophobia. Just like, okay. I've been recording for 8 minutes. Okay. It's DJ Louie, and it looks like the troll phase, but they're so gross. They're so grotesque. And these are the Twisteds that I would want to distract the absolute least. How does it even move? Up next, we have Toodles. I mean, little girl Toodle looks like she's straight from Mickey Mouse. But Twisted Toodle looks like the marionette puppet had someone stuffed inside of it, and then you shred its legs a little bit, and then turned it into a Demogorgon. I think that's kind of what that looks like. Up next, we got Razzle Dazzle, and honestly, this is the best adaptation I've seen. It looks like he's actually wearing pants, and he has legs and can almost stand up. There's no weight on him. So with that being said, can this Razzle and Dazzle walk around? I don't want to find out, dog. This is Brightneys. And in every AU, for some reason, Brightneys is always one of the most horrifying. Like why though? Like, do people have a really good animation or creativity for lamps? Up next, we have what is that? Toon Gigi looks sick, while this Gigi is stealing, murder, death, and there are so many more other redraws that I want to show, but I'm saving them because I have a different video plan. For example, Goob, don't want to distract that guy. That guy, no thanks. Twisted Straps as well. I'm gonna hard pass on that situation. Thank you, though. Once again, that too. Yeah, let's move on. Next! Okay, up next, this is really graphic. The person that made this called it, I believe, strawberry juice. It would appear that Astro is sucking Sprout into its mouth. This honestly, I think I'm gonna blur that. I'll link that in the description. No, that is actually, no, that's I think that's too far even for me. Coming up next on the list of Twisteds I don't want to distract, the thing that actually inspired this of it all, Moon Dweller Weller, whose art is now my most viewed video on my channel, but has so many Twisteds that are horrifying with the music that also makes you question your humanity. So who volunteers to distract that thing? Like, it's so good. It's so good. And I hate it. The most infamous one is this Twisted Brightney. Like, are you kidding? Like, I don't really know how this Twisted would follow you in the first place, but whoever wants to volunteer as it, Be my guest. One of the twists on the list that so many people hated was Twisted Toodles. So this one's disturbing. Looks like a Pokemon type beat. And if you don't like dolls, look away. And it looks like this. Toodles looks like this. It looks like an arachnid marionette puppet. Like, go ahead and throw some bells and whistles, and then it can make its way into the FNAF universe. Up next on the list is Razzle and Dazzle of Moon Dweller Wellers. And a lot of people don't really care, but this one's horrifying. Like, Razzle's face is shot into the ground, while Dazzle has that mask that makes you genuinely question whether you should keep breathing or not. Up next is Astro's. Holy God! Once again, looks like a spider, or looks like a bug, based on Moon Dweller's dreams. It's this guy. It's a ninja spider slasher. Once again. You don't want to distract this thing. Coming up next, we have a friend of the channel who is going to be showcasing some of his lovely work for us today. And we're just going to look through some of his most demonic demon twisteds that you would not want to have to distract. Don't worry, I'm going to do probably a full video on this at some point. I just wanted to look at some of the most gruesome twisteds. For example, Gigi. What the heck is wrong with the twisted one? And honestly, the normal version isn't okay really either. Gigi is one of the conspiracists. I don't know what she's conspiring, but I don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Man, so many people do such a good job of doing a twisted, creepy version of Razzle Dazzle. I mean, how do you look at this and you don't get shooken in your boots? Like, especially if this R&D can move, you would be hearing the sounds of chains and heavy cinder blocks being dragged behind you. That is horrifying. Also, one of my favorite V's that I've ever seen, the Scapegoat. She looks awesome. I love her toon version here as well. It shows her off as she is being a game show host. So I love that. Great work. We'll dig into that a little bit deeper. Also, when you guys, in the intro of the video, quite ironic that it was Tisha, because I do have a very, very disturbing Tisha. But this person is going to be making every Danger character creepy. So Via thought it would be funny to have Twisted Tisha be in a constant state of noticing Ichor on the floor, cleaning it up, only noticing to have her own Ichor tripping on the floor again. Honestly, didn't turn out to be as creepy as I wanted it to be. Maybe my standards are too high. And honestly, it's one of the best that I've ever seen. Like, could you imagine this thing sweeping up its own Ichor, looking up at you, staring you into the soul, and then being like, it's time to clean you? Coming up next on the list of twisteds I do not want to distract is going to be the Trevor Henderson ones. I'm just going to flip through these really fast. We dissect this before already, and oh god. These are the grossest, most disturbing ones that I've seen. The ones that are like the most realistic, that give you the vibe that if you were out late night hunting twisteds, you would see them. Like, oh, V wants to just give me a little hug. Yeah, thanks, V. I'll hug you right back. And once again, I think Tisha has a weapon here. Why does Tisha always have a mace? And, okay. Dear me. Okay. I don't think I can show this. Yeah, blur that. That's definitely Cosmo holding Twisted Sprout's head. Okay, moving on. Up next, though, we have potentially the greatest AU of all time that could come out by Deko, who literally makes the best work ever. His art's phenomenal. So I'm kind of hinting at this. However, they may be very far and few between and infrequent due to motivation and things along that matter. With that being said, here is Danny's World Erosion, and I already know that the twisteds inside of this are going to be horrifying. Like, this is the guy that's made Cam, as well as Nara, who is some of the most popular OCs we've seen on this channel. And Deko, I don't know if you're seeing this, but I saw that you were recently hospitalized, and genuinely, dude, I hope you get better soon. Hope all is well in your life. Everyone over here at the channel is wishing you the best. So to the people that watch this far in the video, please share your grace to Deko. Some people probably would call that a bit of a sour note to end on, and maybe it is, but those were some of my favorite Danny's World Twisted redesigns, or rather, Twisted redesigns I would hate to distract. Please show some love to all the creators down below. Until the next one, I'll see you guys all again soon, jabroni.